This morning, Denver Mayor Mike Johnston is waking up in Washington, D.C., preparing to testify before Congress. He was invited along with the mayors of New York, D.C., and Boston to answer questions from the House Oversight Committee.
Our Kyle Clark is in Washington, D.C. this morning ahead of Johnston's testimony. Kyle, we know that the big discussion there between Johnston and the committee is going to be surrounding Denver's policies on sanctuary cities.
Correct. And Jordan, there's no legal definition of sanctuary city. So while Republicans may choose to litigate that publicly at the hearing, sources close to Mayor Johnston say he's going to focus on talking about what Denver does and does not do and allow the definitions to be up to somebody else. Here are three things that I'm watching for today. First and foremost, does Denver signal any kind of change in direction from its current policies, which limit immigration enforcement and cooperation with ICE to cases where they have a warrant or there's a violent criminal involved? That would be really surprising because the mayor has told us before he doesn't apologize for anything that Denver does. Two, do Republicans signal what happens on this issue after the hearing? Johnston and these other mayors have to run the gotcha gauntlet where everybody's looking for a made-for-TV soundbite. But the more impactful action would be if congressional Republicans try to strip away some of the $99 million in federal funding that Denver is due to receive in 2025. And lastly, can Mayor Johnston avoid becoming the main character today? Again, this is made for sound bites. It's made to be put up on social media. He'll be up there with three other mayors. Can he let them take some of the brunt of the attacks, avoid his natural tendency to try and debate people and convince people, and just kind of fade into the wallpaper a little bit, let somebody else be the focus? Corey and Jordan, that could be tough, right? Because Mayor Johnston is facing a situation where Republicans and the Trump administration are fixated on Aurora, Colorado as the face of the migrant crisis. Trump talked about it last night, so Denver will be a very tempting target.
Well, and Kyle, just to be clear, he wasn't subpoenaed to go there today, right?
Correct. He's going willingly, knowing that if he didn't come, he would be subpoenaed. So I don't know. He might get like a little bit of extra credit for that, but no, he's here because he was going to be brought here one way or the other.
Kyle, while we have you and get ready for this testimony today, let's talk about last night real fast with you. You were obviously in D.C. for that joint address from President Trump to Congress. What was kind of the feeling there and talking to some of Colorado's leaders?
I think a lot of the feeling was that Republicans are overjoyed. They're jubilant, right? They feel like Trump and their view of America is on the march. And Democrats are a bit scattered. You saw that in the approach in the chamber. Some wanted to protest. Some wanted to silently show their opposition. Some, including Colorado's Diana DeGette, chose not to go at all in protest. So they're kind of all over the place in their response. As for the speech itself, it was vintage Trump, right? It was an entertaining show. A lot of it clearly was not true. And the question is, how much does that matter to the American people? And are they interested in a lot of the culture war issues that were front and center last night? Or are they more concerned with the economic issues like cost of groceries, cost of gas, tariffs that featured towards the middle or the back end of the speech?
All right, Kyle, thank you so much. We'll be watching today.